Hey guys, Waterfowler41 here, and in today's video we're going to be installing a new tailgate panel on the back of my 2020 Ram Rebel. So a couple things I noticed with this is there's a ton of grooves on here, and I know that's from a structural integrity standpoint you want to add those, and it makes the metal that much stronger. But when you're kneeling on here trying to get cargo out of the back of the truck, so when my kids are trying to get their hockey bags out, it really does suck to kneel on here. Also, from a tailgating perspective, when you pull the tailgate down, you kind of want to use this as a table. And with all these grooves on here, it really isn't conducive for setting drinks and whatnot on here. So what we're going to be doing today is installing a new tailgate panel that replaces this section of the tailgate and then covers this section. Still operates like a regular tailgate panel will, but at the same time, it gives you a nice flat surface instead of this rugged up and down grooved surface. So it's sitting right up here. Let me go ahead and use two hands because it's kind of heavy to get it down here. And then my helper and I are going to show you how to install it on the truck. It's super easy. And in fact, he's actually going to do it and I'm going to videotape him. But let me go ahead and get the tailgate panel down here so we can take a look at it, and then we'll go ahead and start to install. All right, so here is the new tailgate panel. This is made by a company, Deezee. If you follow my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of Deezee. I have the Deezee bed step here and then the Deezee side steps there. Those are the NXT side steps. This is the, I guess, the side bed step. Absolutely love it. Love their quality. Also a good Midwestern company, so happy to support them. So again, like I said, this is the tailgate panel. What it's going to do is it's going to replace that removable section of your tailgate. So it's going to replace this panel, and then it's going to utilize existing holes to fasten to the tailgate. So it comes with new hardware that are going to fit in all these recessed holes. Those are going to utilize existing holes. And then it comes with this piece of weather stripping here. The weather stripping is actually going to be used on the top section of the panel, which is actually going to be at the bottom of the tailgate. So like I said, super easy installation. And really the first thing we need to do is remove this section. And like I said, just need a drill bit, and we're going to have my little buddy here help me out with removing these guys. So let's get everything set up, and then I'll show you what sort of Torx bit you need to remove these. But the same Torx bit that you use to remove the screws from the factory liner is the same size that you're going to use on the new Deezee hardware kit to install the new Deezee panel. But the Deezee panel itself, so let's go over a few things here. Obviously got the name embossed in there. You got some cup holders here. And then on the other side, same thing. Got a cup holder here. And then a little Iowa and USA embossed logo here. So if you don't know, Deezee is actually from Iowa. Awesome Midwestern company, so I'm glad and happy to support them. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and remove that tailgate panel. Like I said, it's super easy. So I have my son here willing to help out. So it's 8 screws. You got one here, one there, 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 and there. And they're all Torx bits. They're all the same bits. And that same bit is going to be used to reinstall with the Deezee hardware. So what size Torx bit is it?
T30.
T30. All right, let's go ahead and get that guy set up. You're good.
Where?
There you go. You're good. Perfect. All right, let's do the rest.
Where do I put this?
Up on top.
This is the last one.
Last one. Number 8.
Nope, needs a little bit more.
No, you got it. You got it. All right. So all the screws are off. So now this panel, here, watch out, bud. This panel, if I'm so I can get a finger underneath it, should pop off. It's been on there for a while, so it's probably sticky to some of my rhino liner here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pry this guy off, and then we'll get that panel pulled over here, put that weather stripping on, and get it reinstalled. And he'll be doing the reinstallation. All right, so we have the tailgate board ready to go, and just to show you, we were just doing kind of a test fit, but this is what it looks like when you take that panel completely off. Mine was on since the day I had my tailgate Line-X, or since I had the whole truck Rhino line is what it was. So it stuck on a little bit, so I had to use a pry tool just to pop it off. But now that we have everything cleaned up, ready to go, we're gonna pull this guy back, and then we're gonna flip it over. So this is the top side of it. We want to get onto the back side, and we're gonna install that supplied weather stripping. That's gonna go from here all the way across the top to this side, and it's gonna stop just short of the turn here. So let me go ahead and get this guy flipped over, get the weather stripping installed. This is self-adhesive, super simple. Just pull off the backing, put it on there. Then we'll get this guy laid into place, and then we'll use the hardware that came with the Deezee kit to get this guy reinstalled, and he's going to install it. Okay, so I have the weather stripping on here. I need to trim a little bit of it off because ultimately that weather stripping's just going to line up with the bulge on the tailgate there. So on the turns, you really just want it to stop just about there. But let me get that trimmed, get this guy flipped over, and then we're ready to install the screws here. I got my helper. He's chomping at the bit to get everything installed. But there's some nice recessed holes on this, and the screws are going to fit right in there. Big call out here is don't over tighten it. You don't need Hulk strength here, just enough to hold the board to the tailgate and cinch everything down nicely. You don't need to over torque it because you'll end up stripping the tailgate because you're really just going into the aluminum on the tailgate there. So okay, so we got the tailgate board on there. I went ahead and pre-started all the screws, popped the hole here. What's up?
Is this turning right?
Let me see it. Because what do we say? Righty,
What? Righty.
tighty,
Righty.
lefty.
Lucy.
All right, good. All right, so anyway, I have all the screws pre-started here. Helper's gonna go ahead and tighten everything down, but it's as simple as throwing a washer in there, throwing the screws that come in the kit, and then just cinching them down. And then here, look up, bud. This is where the weather stripping goes. It gives everything a nice flat mounting surface, I guess, so you're not rattling the plastic off the actual tailgate of the truck. But with that said, have at it, dude. Start installing it. It's cold in here. Go ahead, install it. It's cold in here, so it's kind of difficult to get the sticker off right now, but I'll go ahead and get that a little bit later. All right, so the tailgate panel is completely installed. I totally advise either doing these by hand or on the lightest setting on your drill. It does not take much to get those screws all the way sunk down on there, holding the panel in there cinched down. It doesn't take much to strip the hole that they're going into. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and peel this off, get some heat on it because my fingers are basically numb because it's like 10 degrees outside right now. But I think the panel looks awesome, does exactly what I need to do. So it gives me a nice tailgating surface that's easy to clean. But also kneeling on this is going to be much more peaceful than kneeling on that rigid tailgate panel that we had. So getting crap out of the back of the truck a lot easier. But anyway, hopefully this gives you the information you need if you're looking at the tailgate panel from Deezee. But with that said, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good one.